Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now for this video I'd like to review a Blu-ray that I watched just last night. It stars the late great Boris Karloff in one of his very last performances before he died. It was made in 1967 and it's a movie called Cauldron of Blood. Now as per usual, before I say anything further about the movie and, giving me thoughts on the storyline as a whole, I'll just read you the blurb at the back of this edition just to give you an idea if you're not familiar with this movie. Right, now, in a clever twist on the sculptor murderer theme that runs throughout horror film history, the legendary Boris Karloff stars as blind artist Franz Badalescu, who creates startlingly lifelike statues with the help of his protective daughter. It's actually his wife. They made a mistake there. It's not his daughter, it's his wife. Viveka Lindfors from Creepshow. Jean-Pierre Ormonds co-stars as a jet-setting photographer sent to photograph the reclusive artist at a Spanish castle, but unearths a horrible secret at the core of Badalescu's haunting sculptures. Now plotted like an Italian giallo, seasoned with American jazz and bursts of psychedelia, Cauldron of Blood, also known as Blind Man's Bluff, is among the more fascinating of Karloff's Euro horror films of that period. So there you go guys, that's the blur for the 1967 Boris Karloff movie, Cauldron of Blood. This wasn't actually released straight away on the theatres. A couple of years later, first in Spain, shortly after Karloff's death in 1969, and then in 1971 in America. Yeah, this is a rather obscure Karloff movie. I didn't know anything about it until I was browsing the internet and I came across it. So, yeah, so there's nothing really in the way of special features inside, guys. It's just the disc with the picture on, yeah. Alright then, guys, so on to my thoughts on the movie as a whole. It was okay. It was okay. It was not one of Karloff's best movies, but he's very good in this role, as he always is in his movies, as the blind sculptor, and basically he's got no idea of what's happening. His evil wife, she's killing these people, and she's taking the bones, she's dissolving the bodies in acid, and she's taking the bones to embed in the sculptures what her husband is creating, even though he's blind, like he got blinded in an accident and that. But there's a suggestion that his wife might have been behind it, trying to kill him and that, yeah. So that's basically running through the movie as well. And then you've got it's got lovely scenery, this Blu-ray, guys. Lovely Spanish scenery, of the beach, the bars and that. And there's a lot of scenes of people dancing, very colourful scenes and that, It does, I must admit, it does take a little bit of time to get off the ground. It's rather slow, but stay with it. If you're going to get it, stay with it, because it soon picks up, And as I say, Boris Karloff playing the blind sculptor, he's fantastic in it. And this woman who plays his wife, she's one evil bitch. She's one of the most evil women I have ever seen in a horror movie, And oh yeah, she's got no compunction whatsoever about slaughtering victims and that, dissolving them in acid, and then as I say, giving the bones to her husband and that, as he doesn't know anything about it, what's going on, basically giving the bones, passing the bones on to him, and he makes the sculptures and that, and this photographer goes over, as it says in the blurb, to film that, with his castle and that. But oh yeah, there's some pretty nasty kills in this, guy. Oh yeah, I must say as well, I haven't got a picture of it here, but I'll try and pop one up above in the corner. The blonde girl that was in the Scream, that movie, the sweet sound of death. She's in this. She's been in a few European movies. She's a lovely looking girl, yeah. But I won't tell you how she fits into the story. But looking as glamorous as ever in this, and it was really nice to see her in colour in the Sweet Sound of Death. As you know, it's in black and white, but oh, she looks even more stunning, guys, in colour. This blonde girl and that, yeah. I'm just trying to find her name down here. I'm not sure if it's listed actually, but I'll put it in the what's the name anyway, guys. I'll put it in the photograph or a show, once I edit the video. But yeah, as I describe this as a rather average Boris Karloff movie. I'm keeping it in my collection because it's got a lovely colour, and I do like the storyline and that. It's a narrative that's been done before in horror films. If you watch as many horror movies as me, you will know the likes of people like Vincent Price have made very, very similar movies to this and that, But yeah, I did enjoy it. But as I say, it does take a little bit of time to get off the ground, you know. But yeah, once the story gets underway, you stay with it right to the end, you know. So, oh yeah, lovely coloured scenery of the Spanish countryside. And, you know, it's just lovely colour. They did a great job, guys, with the transfer for Cauldron of Blood, yeah. And as I say, Boris Karloff, you know, he's always have a blast watching him in movies. You know, you know, my number one horror king, the man that got me into horror, the late, great Boris Karloff, yeah. But I just wish, I've just got another gripe, guys, another minor gripe. I just wish we would have seen more of Karloff. Yeah, he is in the movie quite a bit, but he's not in it quite enough for me. You know, there's long scenes and that where it's mostly about the wife. She's an absolute cold-blooded killer, you know, and then she's got this other guy helping her. He's a kind of like a paramour lover and that. She gets him to strangle him, gets them with wire, with cheese wire and that, you know, creeps up behind them on the beach and that. And once the dirty deed's done, the bodies go to her. And as I say, she's got the acid, devolves them in the acid. And then the bones go to make the framework of Karloff sculptures, if you know what I mean, yeah. But, yeah, enjoyable movie. But as I say, it does take a bit of time, you know, to get off the ground. So beware of that if you're gonna buy it. Keep that in mind, you know. If you like your movies to get on, you know, to sort of like get action right from the word go, you're not going to get it in this. You know, you've got to stick with it, and then as the story unfolds, you know, you become more and more hooked. Yeah, yeah. All right then, guys. So that's my review of the 1967 Boris Karloff movie, the Spanish movie Cauldron of Blood. Have any of you seen this movie by any chance? Let me know. You know, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts on it. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and no doubt I'll be watching it again in a couple of weeks' time. As I said, there's no special features, guys. There's no commentary. It would have been nice if you'd had some special features, you know. But I love that cover, guys. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, and this is one of the rare Karloff movies. I think he made it around about the same time as he made The Sorcerers. That's one of my all-time favourite Boris Karloff movies, The Sorcerers. He went over to Spain to do this, you know, so kind of a Euro horror thing for him. Yeah, yeah. All right then, guys. All right then. Okay, so on to a rating now for Cauldron of Blood. I'm going to give it, I think I'll give it about, I'd give it about 8 out of 10. Just lost a couple of marks for the slow start, you know. But, oh yeah, I can't praise the transfer enough, you know. Lovely scenes of Spain, you know. And that's another thing I like in my horror movies. I think I said it in one of the live streams. I love the scenery, you know, like the outback, and any snowy scenes and that, and scenes of the continents and that, you know. That's why I like a lot of the Giallo movies. They've got lovely, breathtaking scenery, you know, of Italy and Spain and all that. And but this is certainly a beautiful film to watch, guys. It really is. And oh yeah, and quite creepy, the house as well, where Karloff lives in. But I can't get over how evil this woman is, his wife. She is one pure personification of evil, you know. She really is. And people, and the sad thing about it, guys, a lot of girls take her into a confidence. She thinks she's a nice woman, you know, sort of like, for instance, when one girl's she thinks she's getting stalked by this fella who's helping the wife. The wife turns up all of a sudden, and she sighs her, she heaves a sigh of relief, and says, "Oh, I'm so glad you turned up." But little does she know, she's got sinister, you know, she's got ulterior, sinister motives and that, you know, luring people back to the castle, you know, and then basically just killing them, and then, as I say, taking their bones for her husband's sculptures. Yeah, yeah. All right then, guys, that concludes my review of Boris Karloff's Cauldron of Blood. The usual, if you like the video, please feel free to share, subscribe, comment. And all going well, I should be back again very, very soon with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.